Attention passionate New York Giants fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC East and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on New York Giants' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true New York Giants fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your friends and New York Giants fans. Let's get to the news. All right, folks, buckle up because what we're hearing right now has the potential to shake up the NFC East in a way we haven't seen in recent seasons. Rumors are swirling that the Detroit Lions are quietly shopping their star right tackle, Penei Sewell, and the Giants are right in the middle of this latest league buzz. Now, I know what you're thinking. Another trade rumor, right? But here's the thing. Insiders are whispering about a massive deal that could send Sewell, a cornerstone of Detroit's line, over to the Giants, and the implications are huge. It's not just about adding a talented player, it's about potentially changing the entire dynamic of the Giants' offense and their push toward contending for a Super Bowl. Let's dig into the details. The Lions, sitting at 8-5 and fighting for a playoff spot, are reportedly looking to free up some cap space, around $22 million, to make room for extensions and bolster their defense, which has surprisingly been leaking points at an average of 23. 4 points per game this season. That's not exactly the Detroit defense we're used to seeing, and it's clear they're trying to make some strategic adjustments. Sewell, who at just 25 years old has quickly become one of the league's top offensive tackles, is seen as a prime trade asset. He's been a rock on the Lions' offensive line, but the team is apparently willing to part ways with him in exchange for a package that includes draft picks and a proven offensive tackle, perhaps a veteran they can plug in immediately. Now, why would the Giants be interested? Well, the Giants' offensive line has been a work in progress this season, especially in pass protection. With Daniel Jones' health and performance still a question mark, and the team trying to build a more reliable protection scheme for their quarterbacks, whether it's Jones, Tyrod Taylor, or even the emerging talent, Dorian Thompson-Robinson, adding Sewell could be a game-changer. This isn't just about beefing up the line, it's about solidifying the protection, reducing sacks, and giving the offense the stability it desperately needs. Sewell's profile is nothing short of elite. In 2025, he's played all 13 games, earning a PFF grade of 98, which is first among offensive tackles. He's allowed 0 sacks this season, and his career grade sits above 89, showing consistency and top-tier performance. That's the kind of player who transforms an entire offense. What makes Sewell so special? Well, for starters, his pass blocking is off the charts. Over 85% pass block win rate and a run block grade of 92. When he's a true anchor on the line, and his ability to protect the quarterback is comparable to the best in the league, including some of the giants of protection like Tristan Wirfs or David Bakhtiari. But what really stands out is how Sewell elevates the entire offense. When he's on the field, sacks decrease by more than 20%, and the EPA per run increases by around 12%. That means more explosive plays, more sustained drives, and less pressure on the quarterbacks. And speaking of quarterbacks, the Giants are still trying to find their identity under center. Whether it's Daniel Jones, who's shown flashes of brilliance but also struggles with injuries, or Tyrod Taylor, who provides veteran stability, Sewell's addition would give them peace of mind. He'd be protecting not only Jones but also Dorian Thompson-Robinson, who's been gaining experience and could be a future star if given the right protection. The Giants' offensive line has been a concern, especially in third-down situations where their conversion rate hovers around 41%. Adding Sewell could push that number up significantly, making third downs less stressful and more manageable. Now, let's talk about the bigger picture. If this deal comes through, it could give the Giants a massive boost heading into the playoffs. Sewell's presence on the right side would reduce sacks and allow the offense to run more effectively, opening up the field for Saquon Barkley, who's been a force when healthy, and the passing game, which is still finding its rhythm. It's also worth noting that Sewell's impact isn't just on the field. His leadership and veteran presence could elevate the entire locker room, especially for the young guys trying to establish themselves. Of course, there are skeptics and question marks. Detroit might hesitate to part with a player of Sewell's caliber, especially with their playoff hunt still alive. The Lions could also be looking to add picks to bolster their secondary, which has struggled with 38.6% third down conversion rates allowed. But if the Giants manage to pull this off, it could be one of the shrewdest moves of the season, aligning perfectly with their plan to build a more competitive, championship-caliber team. Looking at the odds, some betting sites have the Lions Super Bowl odds at plus 2,500, but with Sewell potentially moving to New York, those numbers could shift. The Giants, with a more fortified offensive line, could become a dark horse contender, especially if they manage to improve their protection in the playoffs. The stakes are high, and the Giants' front office is definitely eyeing ways to strengthen the roster for a deep postseason run. Sewell's addition could be the missing piece that pushes them over the edge, turning a promising team into a real contender. And let's not forget about the division. The NFC East has been fiercely competitive this year, with the Eagles and Cowboys showing strength. If the Giants land Sewell, they could finally establish dominance on the line of scrimmage, making it much tougher for division rivals to get pressure on their quarterbacks. It's about sending a message to the league, to the rest of the division. We're here, and we're not backing down. Sewell's elite ability to protect the quarterback, combined with the Giants' offensive schemes, could lead to a seismic shift in how teams approach their games against New York. Now, for the fans, this is an exciting time. The thought of seeing Sewell lining up in blue and red, protecting Daniel Jones or Dorian Thompson-Robinson, is exhilarating. It's a move that signals that the Giants are serious about contending. It's not just about patchwork fixes anymore, but about making bold statements. The team has been steadily improving, and a trade like this could be the catalyst that propels them into serious playoff contention and beyond. The NFC East is already a dogfight, but with Sewell in the mix, the Giants could become the team to beat in the division, especially with their enhanced protection up front. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YOUTUBE algorithm to keep recommending the latest New York Giants news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. Looking ahead, this move could set the stage for a new era in Giants football. The team's offense has already shown flashes of explosive potential, and adding a player like Sewell could unlock even more. Think about the possibilities: improved protection, more time for the quarterbacks to read the field, and a stronger running game with Saquon Barkley benefiting from better blocking. The offensive line has been a key concern all season, but Sewell's elite skills would immediately elevate their game, making the Giants more balanced and dangerous. From a strategic standpoint, this trade wouldn't just be about plugging a hole. It would be about recentering the Giants' identity around a dominant, physical line of scrimmage. That's how champions are built, up front, where the battles are won and lost. Sewell's presence could also inspire the younger offensive linemen to elevate their game, creating a culture of excellence and toughness that echoes through the locker room. Of course, the fans are eager to see how this unfolds. It's one of those moves that could define the season or even the decade for the Giants. The division rivals are watching closely, knowing that if the Giants land Sewell, they'll be facing a much tougher team that's committed to winning now. And the Giants, for their part, are no strangers to bold moves. Think of the decisions that led to their Super Bowl victories in the past. This could be another chapter in that storied history, a move that signals their intent to get back to the top. As always, the NFL offseason is full of surprises, and trade rumors like this keep the excitement alive. For the Giants faithful, it's about dreaming big and believing that this team can do something special. Sewell on the right side of the line, protecting their future star quarterbacks and helping them dominate the trenches. That's the kind of move that could turn the tide and send the Giants back into the postseason with a renewed swagger. And now, New York Giants fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the New York Giants. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest New York Giants news. Keep the faith, and let's hope that this rumor turns into a reality. Because if it does, the NFC East just got a whole lot more interesting, and the Giants might just be on the verge of something big.